Hey guys, what's up? Alec back with the daily stock market, and look at that. Overall, a great green day in the stock market on Friday and a green week overall in the stock market as well, with Meta up 6%, Roblox up 5%, Shopify was up 5% as well. In this video, we're going to do an update on Tesla stock. We're going to go over the investors event that happened, my thoughts on the event. Make sure you stay towards the end of the video because we're also going to go over the best price point to be picking up Tesla stock that's realistic, a price point that it could hit once again. We're also going to be doing an earnings update, so make sure you drop a big thumbs up on this video and subscribe with post notifications on YouTube because that's the only place where you can find these full-length videos. Now, before we jump into the video, I want to show you the massive success just from 2 days, Friday and Thursday, that have been going on in the group. Okay, in the past week, up $130. Here we see one student, Alex, was up 77%, $1,400 gain, and another student was up 425%. Another student, Christmas, here was up $995, 36%. This was all just on Friday, by the way. People making tons and tons of money. Another 40% gain, 20% gain, all on Friday. Lots and lots of students having massive success. And Thursday was an awesome day as well. Even more students having 100% days, $300 gains. Diamond hands on Coinbase up $800 plus, and that was just from Thursday and Friday. There's been even more success in the group, so if you want to join the group and become one of the next success stories, make sure you message me on Instagram because spots are filling up very quickly right now. So message me on Instagram if you want to get in the private trading group where you can follow along with my exact trades before I shut it down. Okay, so first let's go over earnings week and then we'll jump into Tesla stock after that. Now we're finally starting to see earnings week slow down. Monday's a super slow day with not much going on at all. Tuesday before the open, we have C reporting, which is going to be an interesting one. We have Dick's Sporting Good. We have Dole. All right, so not too interesting on Tuesday before the open, except for C really. After the close, we have CrowdStrike, and that's really the only interesting one that's reporting. So C and CrowdStrike on Tuesday. Now, Tuesday, we also have Stitch Fix, but they're not going to be as scrutinized as some of the others. On Wednesday, it's pretty much a dead day. All we have really is Campbell's Soup, which no one's really following. Thursday, it starts heating up a little bit because we have JD.com, which is a very important stock to be reporting earnings. We have BJ's. We have PaySafe, and then after the close, we have Ulta Beauty, DocuSign, and BNGO, Bio Nano Genomics. Also Gap. So it is an interesting week overall with just some highs and lows throughout the week on the earnings calendar. Now moving on into Tesla stock at $198 per share, up 3.6% on Friday. However, they did dip around 6% from the Investors Day event, and they're still down from $203 per share, which the price of Tesla before the event took place. Okay, we see Tesla with peaks and troughs, okay, with the support around $200 per share and resistance closer to $210, $215 per share. In the last 3 months, we've seen something very interesting happen with Tesla, falling 50% in the previous 3 months before that, 60% from highs of $308 per share. And then as soon as it fell 60% and it hit a low of $115 per share, we've seen a remarkable recovery from Tesla, now at 73 to a 92% gain to highs. So will Tesla continue to rally up to $300 per share? And the truth of the matter is that it could really go either way, especially with Tesla stock. There's so much FOMO and hype around Tesla stock right now that I really strongly think that it could be around $150, $145 per share once again. So I'm saving most of my buying power for those levels. However, I'm dollar cost averaging every single day into Tesla to get a fair price overall for long term, because with Tesla stock, majority of the success is going to be found in the long term. 5 years, 10 years, 20 years of holding Tesla, they could easily be one of the biggest companies in the world. Right now they have a $600 billion market cap, and that market cap could 5x to even 10x in the next 20 years. So Tesla is an anomaly of a stock. It's a very unique stock. There's massive growth opportunity. The PE ratios right now is 54, implying that it's still a pretty good deal for the average price of Tesla historically. Okay, so here we have an article going over Investor Day. Analysts and investors wanted concrete details about the coming vehicles, such as the long-delayed Cybertruck and the lower-price electric vehicle for the masses. Okay, everyone thought that Elon Musk was going to release the $25,000 Tesla as his master plan part 3, but they didn't. Elon Musk did say something very important, however. If he's right, Tesla will change the entire car business significantly for the better. What more, the new plan has nothing to do with electric vehicles. Tesla shares dropped 6% on Thursday. Wall Street complained later that the event was too high level, too philosophical, and too long, which I agree with as well. A lot of people couldn't comprehend what Tesla was saying, that they needed $10 trillion and they were going to have 0.2% of the earth for solar panels. And it was too much of a long-term vision as well. They were talking 10, 20 years out at this Investor Day event, where people want to know what's going to happen this year and next year. Okay, a lot of people don't really care about 10, 20 years out. People want to know about this year and next year. Analysts hoped Tesla would dramatically roll out a prototype Tesla compact electric vehicle late in the evening. What they got was a short question and answer session to finish off the night. During that session, one of the analysts asked an important question about how many different vehicle models Tesla would need to sell to reach its ultimate goal of 20 million vehicles per year. Wow, that's insane, 20 million vehicles per year. And Elon Musk says, not that many. Really, only 10. I don't know, not that many, Elon said. That's a bombshell. It's an incredibly low number, considering that Volkswagen, which is one of the world's largest automakers by volume, has 10 automotive brands alone and many models under each brand that it owns. Elon goes on to say, what's happening with conventional cars is people run out of things to do. So when you run out of things to do, they just end up reshuffling the deck, and you have pretty much the same, Elon Musk continues. Look at how things have converged with the phone. There used to be hundreds of flip phone. Now, what do we have? iPhones and Samsung, basically. So it'll be something like that, with all the models really looking the same. Cars aren't phones. People need vans, trucks, cars, minivans, along with sedans and SUVs. Still, if Elon Musk is right, the number of car models drop significantly. It means less cash wasted in the auto industry, spent endlessly on developing and upgrading models in a cycle that runs 8 to 10 years. The smartphone industry does it better. Global automakers spend roughly $110 billion annually for plants and equipment to generate about $90 billion in annual free cash flow. Apple and its iPhone manufacturing partner spend roughly only $15 billion a year on plants and equipment and generate roughly $100 billion a year in free cash flow. Today, the best-selling car models are the Toyota Corolla, Toyota RAV4, Ford F-Series trucks, and the Tesla Model Y and Model 3. Of those, only the Corolla sells more than 1 million units a year. Tesla's 10 for 20 million equation, which works out to be an average of 2 million units sold annually per model, which is a radical departure on the way things are done today. The highest selling Corolla is only 1 million units, and Tesla would have to average 2 million units per model. Now, I do want to go over this diagram because it is a very interesting diagram. This is Tesla's goal here, global electrical fleet. This is a $7 trillion in manufacturing costs. And what we see here is what looks to be the Model 2, or that smaller $25,000 Tesla. We see that smaller, cheaper Tesla Model 2 vehicle under the covers, or with the drape over it, and they have 700 million units of those sold. So the new uncovered, the next gen car, 700 million, it looks like they plan on selling more of those than the Model 3, the Model Y, the Model S, and the Model X all combined. Because here we can see the Model 3 and the Model Y combined are going to sell around 380 million units, and the Model S and the Model X combined will sell around 40 million units. Now, if we go over to the next gen car that's still not revealed and no one knows too much information about it, Elon Musk predicting that this will be the best selling car that in the Tesla company, 700 million units sold of this specific model, which is a very, very interesting thing to think about, and it has to be very affordable. There's a good chance that it could be targeted to China and India and maybe even Mexico and places in South America who have smaller streets, and even places in Italy and Europe as well. Because really only America likes the bigger cars, and these four current models that are out, the S, X, 3, and Y, are mainly going to be selling in America, while this new next gen car is probably going to be doing very well in Europe and Asia and South America. Now, combined, they have this other sheet over this next gen model as well, and also the Cybertruck, and they have that combined as 300 million. So what we can assume is the taller one with the sheet over it with the 300 million, that is probably going to be a very small cargo van type vehicle. Okay, it's probably going to be like maybe a Range Rover, Land Rover, or a cargo van like a Sprinter or a Ford Expedition, like a Mercedes Sprinter type vehicle or a Ford Transit, but a smaller version of it because it looks pretty small here, but it looks tall. There's some things to definitely consider when the next gen vehicles are released. That's going to be a huge step for Tesla, considering that their new next gen vehicles are supposedly going to be their biggest sellers yet. Even more of a seller than the Model 3 and even more of a seller than the Model Y. Here, Tesla tells us to expect the global fleet to have 700 million cars like the new platform cars, along with 380 million higher end sedans like the Cybertruck and vans with their van under a drape. So the van seems like it's definitely in the plan. So this article is saying that it is probably a van under the drape as well. Will this be a commercial van for delivery and work, or will it be a minivan for families, or will it be a van style taxi for dedicated robo taxis as they hinted, or will it be like a Land Rover type vehicle? They didn't say that, but that's what's next. Pre-orders are not available yet, but we know it costs roughly what it will look like and what features will it have. Pre-orders are not available yet, and we pretty much don't know anything. We don't know the cost. We don't know really what it looks like. We don't know what the features that we'll have in it. The Y also announced it will be built in a new factory in Mexico, though that doesn't have much effect what the car will be if you buy it. So there is definitely a lot to consider with Tesla right now. That's why I think dollar cost averaging in for long term is one of the best bets for long-term investors. I think Tesla stock is really just ramping up. And yeah, it has a $600 billion market cap. So a lot of analysts are thinking that there's no way that Tesla could keep growing at these rapid numbers. But even if half comes true that Elon is projecting in Investors Day, Tesla will be a very, very valuable stock. And Tesla stock, instead of $200 per share, will probably be closer to $1,000 per share in the next 10 to 20 years if Tesla keeps playing its cards right. So instead of trying to buy all at once or time the bottom exactly, dollar cost averaging is one of the best approaches to take in a stock like Tesla, especially if you plan to be an investor over the next 5-10 years or more. And if you are watching this video, that means that you are a Tesla investor, and I strongly recommend that you hold for long term and you're not looking to just swing trade Tesla or hold for a quick buck on Tesla. You're looking to take this serious, put them in your Roth IRA, hold for a long time, because Tesla stock, the market cap, can definitely skyrocket over the next few decades. Their net income can continue to grow, their revenue can continue to grow, their balance sheet can look beautiful, and they can be one of the biggest companies in the world over the next few decades. So I hope you guys really enjoyed that video. Took time out of my Sunday to make it for you and research all the stuff on Tesla. If you really appreciate it, smash a thumbs up. If you want to take the next level and get more serious about stock market investing and find a community and a family, a stock market family, message me here on Instagram to join my close friends group where we're talking every single day amongst each other, exchanging ideas as a family and growing together. Also, beginners are welcome. You can follow my exact trades. So as a beginner, it'll put you on the right path to success. And with our community, you'll grow out of the beginner stage very rapidly and advance into a more intermediate trader style and be more comfortable taking your own trades and making successful trades on your own also. So that's what it's all about, developing your skills and becoming a better person and a better you in 2023. So make this your year of stock market success. Message me here on Instagram. Thank you guys for all the love and support and watching to the very end of the video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, don't time the market, buy the market. Peace.